Okay, this third lecture in Lesson 9 is about Project 3. Project 3, the first part of that project is described right here on this page. Now basically all that Project 3 is for you to know in Lesson 9 is it's going to be a drawing of a still life composition. Now this is not a drawing of a still life composition, this is just an example of how to draw charcoal. A full still life looks like the one that you did in the exercise. And you will have one of these available for you in some similar way and a similar complexity, and then what you have to do is select 4 different areas, but this is from a real composition now, not the one in the book. Okay, so I'm just explaining that to you. The first thing you're going to do is you'll take this schematic that you used in the last project, and you're going to use your sketchbook and your 18.5 or 18 by 24 piece of paper, and you're going to lay this out again. You can lay it out in pencil, that's all right. Then you're going to use your viewfinder, and you're going to use the still life that you have available to you in the classroom, and you're going to use this, and you're going to now use the viewfinder to select 4 compositions. Now, as I said in the last lecture, those compositions have this criteria, which is exactly what we had in the last one. Select 3 to 5 different shapes, use closure and cropping, select overlapping shapes, select a full range of values from black to white. So you'll be using your viewfinder, holding it either close to you or farther away from your eye, close one eye, and you'll be looking at the compositions, and you'll select them, and then you're going to sketch them. And again, you should prepare this paper with a dark charcoal background, just like we did in the first lecture where I showed you how to use charcoal. So once you do this layout, first of all, as I said, you should put that medium gray in all these squares. And then use your viewfinder and begin to draw with vine charcoal on here to lay these out, and then use your compressed charcoal and your white pastel to complete the 4 thumbnail sketches of that size. This example here is a student example of what was done with this first part of Project 3. You'll then, and this has to be completed, these 4 drawings, before the next lesson. At the next lesson, you'll then be given instructions on how to select one and enlarge it, but now you have to enlarge all the parts. Now, one important thing that I will say when you do select a composition is that you cannot leave things out. You cannot move things around. This is about you. And again, this was our exercise. But when you're out there looking at a real composition, you can't leave things out. Everything that you see in your viewfinder, you have to draw. So it becomes a challenge on what you select and how you select it. You can use this way, you can use it in the landscape or the portrait format. That doesn't matter. When you draw it when you enlarge it at the next lesson, you'll be given instructions on how to enlarge that, and a border and all of those other details. But right now, you just remember that you have to draw everything that you see. So if you don't like something, don't pick it. And be careful if you have stripes in your composition that you have to draw all the stripes that are in there exactly the way they are. Okay, that's the end of this lecture on the beginning of Project 3.